Another gutty performance by Baker Mayfield, who appears to have that junkyard dog in him, as opposed to the other kind of dog. And late in the game, down the stretch, Baker Mayfield, he looked like he was in aerobics class out there, huffing and puffing and bouncing around off defenders, sometimes getting stomped on by defenders, sweating it out like he's on a Stairmaster at a gym at 3 in the morning, doing all that. And somehow, in some way, he drags Tampa across the finish line with the help of his friends. So what stands out about Baker Mayfield's late-game heroics for the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay football team? So I continue to be missed. When Baker got to Tampa, I was like, well, this is good, but it's not going to last. And here we are. How many years has he been there? A couple years now, 3 years. He's still going. And so what stands out about Baker Mayfield is the fact he's like the NFL's Robert Downey Jr. Left for dead after Cleveland and that experience. He was so bad in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield's dad was used by Odell Beckham's dad, rather, was used by the kid to get messages out on social media so he could get away from Baker Mayfield. Odell Beckham wanted to get away from Baker Mayfield. He went to Carolina, garbage. Went to the Rams, had like a one-night stand with the Rams, and now he's found himself, and he's Iron Man in Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield's Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, and he's building a suit out of scraps in a cave somewhere, and it's going pretty well. It's going pretty well, and that's Baker Mayfield in a Buccaneer uniform at this particular point. Supposed to be at this time, you'd say, based on what he did in Cleveland and Carolina, you'd say by this time Baker Mayfield should have been put on the cast of Dancing with the Stars and doing a bad podcast like every other hack jock does and washed up jock. But instead he's out there beating a team that was in the playoffs in the fourth quarter and making plays. And so I would say check the water supply is what I would say, because Ponce de Leon's fountain of youth there in Tampa. And remember, Tom Brady, when he went to Tampa, we thought he was toast. He was done in New England, and then suddenly he's chugging the avocado tequila and winning a Super Bowl in Tampa. And Baker's obviously, we know he's not Tom Brady. We know that. However, he has reinvented himself, and the reinvention vibe, very similar there, continues to be the you thought I was washed. He really rides that. You thought I was washed, and think again. You think again. It's been a total rebrand. It's like our caller in Vegas, Big Balls Bob, in this case, Big Balls Baker, getting it done there at the end of the game there. And so good for him. Good for him, right? Against the defense that was supposed to be pretty good. Was pretty good most of the second half of that game until the very end there. Baker Mayfield like an NFL cockroach. And it's nuclear winter, doesn't matter. He's still out there crawling around. He does that, and you can't kill him, and shows up and he'll headbutt a lineman here and do all that and knock you out.